You are looking live at Valley Sports Arena in Concord, Massachusetts, where the Jersey Sharks commence their finale at the Beantown Tournament when they take on the Bay State Breakers. Hi everybody, it's Joe Rizzo along with Tony Phillips bringing you the action on RizzoVision. The Sharks, with a tough draw, have started out 0-3, but they've been three close ones, the last of which came just a few hours ago. They fell 2-1 to the highly ranked Connecticut Mid-Fairfield Stars, and they got a very tough draw. They're 0-3, so this will be the last game, barring some mathematical miracle. They won't be advancing to Sunday, but the team has played pretty well, Tony.
Yeah, I think they have. They've really dominated either, so they have some stakes in this game. The Sharks can play loose, have some fun, and see what they can do.
Well, there's definitely a little bit of pressure taken off when you know that the next game is not so much at stake, but sometimes that does loosen you up a little bit, and I think they've played relatively loose so far, but the chance also to take something away from your opponent, whether you've never seen them before or whether it's your arch rival, is usually something good to play for. And this varied group, already you could see some joviality amongst the players as they head to the bench. Coach Timmy Kepler also, you can see a big smile from Timmy. This is a big weekend for him, his first head coaching gig, and from all accounts, done a good job. Sometimes you got to just let the girls play. It's 19U, and the composition of the roster probably helped a little bit. 3 forward lines, 2 defense pairs, 2 goalies. The goalies, originally the plan was that they were going to play one half of each game, and these are literally halves. There's 22-minute halves if this is the first time you're tuning in. They were going to play halves, and then the goalie said, no, we'd rather just split the games entirely. So Molly Rose Smith played the first game, and she's going to play the last game. Jillian Storminger played the middle 2, and you can see the goalies there to your YouTube right doing their little high fives and hugs. They were rivals during the season as Molly Rose Smith manned the pipes for the New Jersey Devils and Jillian Storminger for the New York Islanders. Up front, Mia McSherry at center, Addie Taylor on the left wing, Jesse Sperling on the right, Sammy Nocera on lefty, and Morgan Kepler on the right. Underway, half number 1 of the 4th and final game of the Beantown Tournament. Thanks for joining us. It's been a pleasure. It certainly feels like Sunday afternoon because we played a couple of games Saturday. And Sperling just gets completely hooked, and I just, how is that not a penalty? She's skating away. She's about to have a breakaway.
It looked like one of those drills where you grab the stick and pull the other person down the ice.
Holy cow. I mean, she's laughing it off, but I mean, if this was a game where it mattered so much for something, I mean, that would be egregious. And we could go back to it here where the earlier game turned around on a non-call, and even the girls on the Breakers are sort of laughing at what happened there. Rizzo now with Camarada and Phillips. Redmond on righty and Bestranson on lefty. Tony, I'm going to move you over a bit since the ref is in our line of sight. We do have the power of movement here. Leonard comes in, bears down, shoots and scores. She got through on the right side and on the right wing was able to turn the corner, got down low and put it just above the glove of Molly Rose Smith. So with 20:49 left in the first half, Bay State takes a 1-0 lead. And that's been it wasn't, the only game where it wasn't a theme was, well, even in the first game it was a theme. Early in the halves are where the majority of the Sharks' goals allowed have come. And that happens once again. There's a shot and a save by Rose Smith. Redmond bodies up anybody in front to prevent the chance of a rebound. One of the great things about a tournament like this is for some teams, they have their rosters similar to what their club seasons were like. I think that's Mid-Fairfield Stars were probably an example of that. And for other teams, there's a conglomeration. They say no icing on that. I'm not sure why. That just looked like it was just straight up hit. I think they just want to get these games done. So, barring a lot, you're probably going to see the refs playing fast and loose. And if the players decide to play fast and loose with the rules, they're probably going to be able to get away with an awful lot. Bay State sending it around the end boards. They get it out to neutral ice. Kepler stands it up there in front of her own bench, moves it for Otterbein. Otterbein with Bellin and Claus. The two wings have now completed their shift. And Otterbein's still out there. Those are three that will be together in the fall on the Bandits, New Jersey Bandits' first U19 AAA team. And teammates this season on the Bandits' first U19 AA team that was a quarterfinalist at Nationals. Taylor breaking in, waiting to see if Sperling could corral that one and get it over to her. You could already see that there's more space and time in this game for the players than there was in either of the last two. However, Bay State with the 1-0 lead early on.
Both teams seem like they're willing to run on this game, really play a little fire wagon hockey.
Addie Taylor moves it into the offensive zone, leaves it for McSherry, who will try to walk it down low, gets hung up against the boards. Bestranson might have gotten away with a little trip there. Harrington moves it into the offensive zone, but Bestranson picks her pocket from behind. So she picked her back pocket, I guess. Good movement through the neutral zone. They'll let her go. England had it. Leonard gets it at the point, sends it down low. Shooting lane was blocked by the two regular Columbus Blue Jackets players, Bestranson and Taylor. Sharks will change cleanly. Harris had it for a moment. England sends it in. Bestranson retreats back to get it. Slaps it hard off the boards. It takes a big carom. Rizzo chips it to Camarada. Camarada tries to chip it to herself. England gets back and just gets the stick on it. Otherwise, Camarada was off to the races. 17:45 left first half. 1-0 Bay State Breakers over the Jersey Sharks. Bay State in the base black with green and white lettering and white trim. The Jersey Sharks with the light blue and light gray jerseys. Play with it down low below the end line. Sarah had it. Rizzo got a piece. One of the Bay State players was able to shovel it through, but it found no one. At the terrace. Here comes Camarada, has Rizzo trailing. Camarada turns to the outside, sends it down low. Was trying to maybe get off a shot. It got blocked. They work it around the end line. Phillips put pressure. One pass complete. The second goes through the neutral zone. Sarah retreating. We'll get to it first. Reverses. Rose Smith was there just in case Sarah lost an edge. Camarada through neutral ice, gets it picked by Leonard, who had a good angle and a good step. Leonard forces her way in, but right pad saved by Rose Smith, and then the rebound is knocked over the pad and in. 2-0 Bay State, 16:43 left, first half. So 2-0 on the goal there. Kind of oddly not celebrated, Tony.
Yeah, I noticed that too. It's a rather somber. I don't know if she didn't know if it went in. I mean, the ref didn't give a real demonstrative point.
That's why the goal call was like, yeah, they scored a goal. You know, it's like, you know, I sound like I'm eating Oreos or something while the game's going on, and not that. Goal was a big play. Here's Otterbein trying to get through traffic, found a little bit of it. But yeah, there was no real demonstrative move from the referees, and as there's a glove save off the shot from the right point by Redmond, and no celebration by the players at all, really.
I don't know if they thought maybe she had that, and it took a weird bounce off of her pad, and that could have been why.
Yeah, it looked like maybe it rolled up the pad.
Yeah.
Redmond over to Bestranson, who sends it to the near side wall. Taylor gets it to Sperling. Sperling got in front, but Gutierrez got the stick just under Jesse's blade to affect the shot. Instead of going to the point, Taylor sends it down low. Nearly had the magic work. McSherry's on the back door. She's unguarded. Not that you could see that. Comes out to neutralize. It's not going to be an icing. It's not going to go that far. McSherry puts the pressure on. Gutierrez with it. Comes toward the point, and they'll skate it out. Gutierrez with it again. Into the offensive zone. We'll take it all the way around. Now to the point. Shot goes wide. Taylor was in the shooting lane there, so it works as more of a dump and maybe cycle. Rose Smith kicks that left point shot aside. Taylor took away the point pass, making it a little more difficult. Has Sperling possibly behind the D, but there were two players. Sperling was behind the D, but there were two players in the way, so the only real chance there would have been like a Brett Favre missile pass, which would have been awfully hard to handle, or maybe one of those pop-ups they could have tried. Now they get it to Sperling, gets through one, gets in, backhand save with the blocker. The goalie has a different jersey on. It's an all-black jersey, and she has blacked out gloves. Her blocker is blacked out, her glove is blacked out, her stick is pretty much black or gunmetal gray. So when the puck gets in the midsection, you kind of lose it a little bit. Leonard gets around one, but is forced to the outside. The camera will catch up eventually, folks. 13:30 left, first half. 2-0 Bay State Breakers. Trying to wrap around. Rose Smith stays down as the wraparound came and used the Jersey Sharks logo on the front of her sweater to stop that one and never let it get to the ice.
It was a nice move Jesse made down there to get that shot off.
Yeah, it looked like she got the backhand elevated, and I'm not sure if it went wide or if it did clip the blocker. I think maybe she got the blocker on it. Breakers send it around. Shot comes through traffic. It bounced, and Rose Smith got the pad on it. Rose Smith staying down in case that puck came out in front. It comes to the point. Move around here. Comes back in front. Nice takedown there by Otterbein. Hey, if you can get away with it, get away with it. Claus got it into the offensive zone, and it comes right back out. Nocera is trying to chase it down. No icing. She made the effort there, but there's not going to be... I don't think there's going to be a lot of whistles here. And of course, as I said, there's going to be not many whistles. The offside happens. 12:18 left. First half. The Sharks have trailed in every game. And in every game, they've rallied in some way, shape, or form. I don't think they've been shut out, right? It was 4-3. 3-1 and 2-1, so they're staying close. They're not conceding a lot, but they're not getting a lot. And Sherry had it for a moment, couldn't corral it. There's definitely two jerseys for the other team that say 44 Pateras on it. One's a lefty and one's a righty, so I mean, that would be an awful, tremendous coincidence. They could be maybe sisters that usually play at different age groups and are playing together. That's one possibility. You would think it would be odd that somebody would have two of the same home jersey, but the offside is the call there. Going by names on the backs of jerseys here, so if you're from the Bay State side and you're checking this out, you could be looking at this video in 2034. Forget about 2024, and if I got your name wrong, then it's the jersey's fault. Little delay. Rizzo on the dot, Camerata in the slot. Phillips on the half board to the right side. Draw was up for grabs, goes to Bay State. Phillips got a piece. One of the Pateros jerseys, the lefty, got it into neutral ice, but Camerata, as it goes through the middle, knocked it down. Rizzo gets it into the offensive zone. Gets it taken away as it came to the near side corner. Breakers trying to break out. Rizzo and Redmond put on the pressure. Camerata retreats back to clean up whatever's left. Rizzo on the near side wall, chips it to the point. Got it out of the zone and past the defender. Camerata will be the first forechecker there. Good form. Camerata has it. Rizzo picks it off. Rizzo tees it up, takes a shot. Blocker save. Luisa Rizzo with the Sharks' best chance of the game so far. This shot from close range, I think that was Murphy, and it's stopped by Rose Smith, and not yielding a rebound there, Tony.
No, that was nice. They were closing in there, and she just killed the play.
Off the draw, it comes to the near side wall. Leonard has one, almost had a second. Bellin reverses it. Kepler and Nocera had a little moment there where they couldn't decide who was going to get that one as Otterbein moves it into the offensive zone and dumps it down low. Otterbein with Claus and Bellin. Claus back checking to break that one up. If they come in, it's offside, so they have to retreat. Comes into the offensive zone now. The righty Pateras takes a slapper. Rose Smith kicks it away with the left pad. This one's sent out toward neutral ice. Not going to be an icing. Otterbein will be the F1. That's the first forward in pursuit. And that one fired into the Bay State bench. Whistle stops play, 9:24 left. First half, 2-0 Bay State over the Jersey Sharks. the draw. McSherry came over to the far side. Trying to go down the middle. Leonard has it in close range. One shot. Rebound was there for a moment. Off the draw. Addie Taylor will try to break in 2-on-1. He's looking for Sperling coming down the middle. Didn't quite get it over there. But let's see if they can get a possession here. McSherry's in front, but there's a lot of traffic there. Redmond at the point. There's room up high in the zone. Let's see if they can move the puck maybe somewhere over there and across to create some scoring chances, or at least have a good possession. This is one of their better possessions so far for the Sharks with 8:37 left in the first half. They trail 2-0. Stranson had a shot that was going toward the far post. And if it had gotten through one more Bay State breaker, it might have been a little backdoor tip-in, but so far they've made all the plays that they've needed to make. I'd say, Tony, Bay State's probably carried the play here for the majority, maybe 65 to 35% possession.
Yeah, we've had 2 or 3 nice scoring chances. Nothing in the back of the net yet, but it's still early.
Taylor tried to chip it to herself. Gets through a bunch of traffic over there. You'd like Addie Taylor to be able to get through that traffic from starting at the face-off dot in the offensive zone. Here's Sperling coming in. Shot, save, rebound was there and just swept wide. McSherry moves it for Nocera. Got it down low, centering attempt. Couldn't get completed as Camarada's jumped out. This line in the midst of a change. It's loose in front for a moment. Now a puck battle ensues. Sherry gets a piece, comes to the point, and will just send it right back down low. Leonard looking, sends it between the points, and one Pateras to another Pateras, both 44s. Sarah picks it up, has a little room, skates it to center ice, wanted to dump it in so the line could change, but they do complete the change anyway. A bunch of offsides here from Bay State. It's really the only thing they've done wrong so far. 6:56 left first half. Tony, I feel like there's the Sharks have been on the precipice of breaking the dam offensively. Let's see if it happens.
I mean, sometimes you just need one, and then they'll come in bunches.
Phillips with it. 1-on-2. Rizzo comes in to help out. Breakers send it behind the end line. Dug out of the corner by Camarada. Through neutral ice, it's a 2-on-2. Nifty play, playing along the high part of the zone, eventually poked away. Camarada sent it to Rizzo. Rizzo shoveled it forward under pressure from England. Camarada had maybe one more step there. She might have been off to the races. Camarada will shoot it into one of the Bay State players. Rizzo takes it away, 1-on-2. Bay State breaks back. Camarada back checking, sends it forward for Bestranson. Rizzo tries to tie up Leonard. Bestranson does as well. Bellin came in, took a hit right there, maybe a shoulder. No call. Probably on the borderline, and as we said, we doubt that we're going to see a lot of, if any, penalties in this game, and maybe even no icings unless it becomes really egregious and blatant. Turning the corner, getting in. Nice move. But it leads to possession and not a scoring chance. There was a shot from the point on the left side. Got through traffic, but Rose Smith saw it and corralled it. One-on-two, almost 1-on-3 over there in the breakout spot. Bestranson bunted that away as it came toward the crease, protected by Molly Rose Smith. They go between the points. Pateras with it. The righty, there's a shot. Rebound is in front, swept away. They move it to the point on the near side. Reversed down low. Bay State with a big possession here. Between the points they go. Might have been a shooting lane there. Didn't take it. Otterbein chips it for Claus. Claus couldn't win it. Stranson comes back. She will take the icing if it's available. And they will call that one. Sometimes you need to take those icings. They're not a bad play.
Yeah, get some fresh legs on the ice.
Shot through traffic. Rose Smith got it and held it.
We had another one there, almost sprung Jessie. It was coming right to her. They just got to stick on it.
Sometimes the best place to do it is from a defensive zone face-off, right?
Yeah.
Kepler up the near side wall. McSherry jumps into her lane. Gets it to the offensive zone. Sperling held the line. To stay onside. Kepler chipped forward. Sperling gloves it down. She's getting close, Jessie. Sarah gets it taken away by Murphy. Murphy bears down. Wow, that was a break there, Tony. Murphy should have shot that one and she passed it. Now Sarah's going to rush in. The defenseman has Sperling coming down the middle, takes it to the end line. Over to Sperling. McSherry's in the middle. Taylor got it. Tried the backhand. Taylor tees it up, sent it just wide. Somebody might have gotten a stick on it on the way. That's where you want Addie Taylor to have the puck, right down low. There wasn't a lot of space there, but she made some. A free safety, Kira Redmond loses an edge, recovers for a moment, but Murphy's going to get maybe behind the D. Passed it again, and Bestranson sweeps in from out of nowhere to blow it up. Sherry hounding on the forecheck as we ticked under 2:29 left in the first half. Harrington tries to get it to the middle, left it there, shot teed up, blocked by Sperling. McSherry sends it off the referee. Bestranson, who's going to be off to the races there. Didn't quite get through. Redmond blocks the shot with the skate. Spinning and circling, here comes Camerata. She might get behind the D, doesn't have the angle, tees it up, shot blocker, save. The blocker has prevented the Sharks from tying this game between Camerata and Rizzo. They've had a couple of really good chances right at that blocker and haven't been able to solve the goaltender for the Bay State Breakers. 100 seconds left. First half. Sharks trail it 2-0. But they have rallied each time. They haven't been able to rally into a lead, but maybe here in their swan song, they figure it out. They've gotten closer and closer. Sarah sent it in. Rizzo picked a pocket. Sarah's going to pick it back up. Sends it over the glass. And I think they'll face it off just outside the zone with 1:07 left in the first half. Ooh, backdoor chance. Bay State just missing on that one. The lefty 44 Pateras was there. Puck just missed the stick. It was a little too saucy. England fires one at Rose Smith, knocks it down, covers the rebound before anybody could poke at it. England again fired it, I think, off of her teammate's shin pad. Kepler's going to pick it up, try to spring somebody on a long pass. Rizzo's going to put the pressure on. Looking to knock one away. Final shift of this first half. There were 3 goals in the first game in a 4-3 loss, and 1 goal in each of the last 2. Seconds in the period, the half, 2 halves. I only have 1 more half to get it wrong, Tony Phillips. Into the defensive zone, 6 seconds for Bestranson to try to kill off, 3 seconds too, they'll send it around. That'll expire the half. So, a different tempo of play. They trail 2-0 to the Jersey Sharks, to the Bay State Breakers as they approach the final half of play in their 4th and final game at the 2024 Beantown Tournament in Concord, Massachusetts.
They are getting some offensive chances, more than I think we got in the last 2 games, so I look for them to maybe bury one early in the beginning of the second half.
And the beginnings of the halves have been the killer, right? So
Yeah.
if you can reverse that trend, then maybe that's what turns it around. They've conceded in the first 2 minutes of not every half, but probably a majority of them at this point, and this is the 8th half that they're about to play. So I'd say it's 5 or 6 times they've conceded in the first 2 minutes of a half.
Hopefully we can turn that around, reverse that, and use it for our advantage this time.
Yeah, it's easier to play downhill. It's different when you're, sometimes you're just in these games at these tournaments where there's just so many great players. There's a chance that, there's just such a big talent or experience gap, and, you'll see some of these games, not that many, but some of these games will get out of hand quickly, and that hasn't been the case here. At all, even though the Sharks have not been on the winning side, they haven't even had a lead actually. But still 22 minutes to solve that. And probably the best thing about this tournament and this gathering is that you've had so many of these players that have been real rivals over the years, not just the last year, but many years. And now they get the chance to play together. We're fortunate enough that our daughters have played together this whole tournament, which I think I was very excited about. And how many times have they gone head to head between the Rockets and the Bandits against the York Devils? Many times.
Some big games too.
Yeah,
some games with championships on the line.
Yeah, so that's been a huge part of this tournament. Underway, second half. They don't switch sides. That's the way it goes. Off the boards to herself. Taylor was in front. And Sarah keeps it in at the point. And Sherry rushes over. We gave you a look at that. It was not advertent, but yeah, I did it. I gave you a look at the netting getting hit.
Well, I can tell you, nothing's coming through this netting. This is about the best netting job I've ever seen.
Yeah. Luisa Rizzo on the draw. Camerata picks it up. They didn't play together much in their season with the New Jersey Bandits this season, but they were very often line mates in their New Jersey Rockets days together. That one gets all the way through, but Stranson let her goalie tap it away and then moved it out of the danger area. Breakers trying to get it through the middle, but Stranson blocks that one away. Stranson will be back with the Columbus Blue Jackets next season. Stranson steps in at the point, keeps it in deftly, and sends it below the end line. Breakers trying to break it out. Stranson's going to pitch all the way in. Rizzo retreats to the point and will pick that one up. Sends it for Camerata, but a little too strong. Phillips and Camerata were crisscrossing. This shift seems to have really settled the game here.
Well, and they've made it through the first 2 minutes, so.
Hampton with it, trying to circle around. Nocera took the puck away from her. Here's Bellin. Rizzo's at the end of her shift. She'll jump off. Otterbein will jump on. Camerata's still out there on the other side, so when she gets to the bench, she streaks out of the picture on the right, and Annalise Claus will now come in from there and breaks up the play. The importance of good changes evident right there as Camerata streaked to the bench and Claus fired off the bench and broke up a play. And look, they have possession in the offensive zone, at least for a moment. Harrington, the tall righty, over to Leonard. Shot blocked by Nocera. Otterbein picks it up. Was trying to reverse it, but found traffic from behind. Claus forces the dump in. Coach Timmy Kepler was saying on the bench in the games, just keep them to the outside. Keep them outside, keep them outside. And for the most part, they've done a good job of that. That one redirected and a nice glove save by Molly Rose Smith. Right on the right doorstep. Backhander from the close angle by Harrington finds its way in. And that'll make it 3-0 for the Breakers. Harrington came out of the corner, got close, and pretty well roofed the backhand. Rose Smith had the glove there, but had she put it higher, maybe it would have hit off the bottom of the glove. Just a real good play by number 8 in black to make it 3-0. Well, they almost made it through 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Centering feed goes off the new goalie. We didn't mention that they switched goalies. We have RizzoVision probably could have done a better job with the names on the other teams for these games today, but we didn't. So a nice save by Rose Smith there as that puck popped up, was higher than the pad, so she needed to have the glove there to keep that one out. Off the draw, Sperling steps in trying to get off to the races. Stranson lost the stick but was able to regain it. Breakers try to send it through the low part of the slot. Now go to Murphy at the point. Got it down low, kick save, and rebound covered up by Molly Rose Smith. They'll change the defense pair. Kepler and Nocera come out. 4 defensemen, 3 forward lines. Murphy will tee that one up, blocked by Taylor. And she's 2-on-2 with Sperling. Eddie Taylor will turn the corner. Tried to slip it in front. She had me sold. I thought she was going around the net, and she flipped it in front, but It was actually kicked away. Goalie was lucky she didn't kick it in. I think she was aware, though. I got to give her credit. I'm going to give her credit for that one. I think she had her eyes on Addie Taylor and just blocked that pass from coming through. That one hit the post and stays out. Love for a moment. She'll keep it down low for Camerata. Rizzo circling in the back door, trying to get free. Camerata was looking for her over there, but couldn't get it through the traffic. Breakers bring it out into neutral ice. Redmond knocked it down. It hit a boot of Murphy, and she was able to carry it forward. Nice play. Middle, doesn't know where it is. It's in her feet. The lefty, Pateras, 44. Got it out. Camerata interrupted the righty Pateras' progress. Leonard tries to center it. Rizzo saw it, slaps it away. Phillips had it for a moment. Rizzo sent it down. No icing. It hit off of a stick, and even if it didn't, we know there's probably going to be a rare icing. If there's any question about, like, hey, that might not be an icing, they're just going to say no icing. Nice play by Bellin to keep it in. I'm looking for it. Otterbein wearing number 1 instead of her customary 58. She yielded that to Stranson. Otterbein looks up, moves up, drawing a lot of traffic. She's real good at plowing through traffic. It's a good thing. When Otterbein's trying to plow through traffic, the best thing to do is just follow her. Like a running back behind a pulling guard. Because Otterbein's real nifty at sort of possessing that puck and then plowing through the rest of the traffic and kind of leaving the puck there for anybody who's behind her. Not necessarily a drop pass, but you saw that play with Otterbein and Rizzo a bunch of times this season, and they were line mates. Of returning bandits at 19 AAA out there together. There's a shot, and Harrington finds the far post and in once again. So Harrington got left alone, found the space, marched right in, and didn't give Rose Smith much of a chance with tucking that one inside the stick side post. 4-0 Bay State, 13:30 left in the game. I don't know if we expected this one, Tony.
No. I think we expected a little bit of a closer game, but see what happens.
Taylor, nifty block on that one. One of the things that you try to teach players from the moment that they start playing is, if you're going to block a shot, don't turn around. Do not turn around, no matter how hard they shoot it, because all of your equipment protects the front of you way better than it protects any other part of you. So if you're looking at it, the shin pad of England, might have come up a little bit short in the Euro 2024 soccer finals against Spain, but rebuffed Addie Taylor right there. Murphy will tee it up. Rose Smith saw it and used the blocker to steer it into the far corner. And as a goalie, that's what you want to do. Murphy steps into that one, fires it high. As a goalie, that's what you want. Let's try to recap the goal scorers from the tournament. There's been 5. Game 1 was
Taylor, Sperling,
and McSherry. Game 2 was Rizzo. Game 3 was Camerata. So they've spread it out. Rizzo now with it, sending it in. With Camarada and Claus out there. Camarada tries to power it forward. Sent in now with 10:50 left. Oh, we got that whole thing where the clock is not moving and it just like it's ticking off. It ticked off by 4 seconds and by 2.
I'm wondering if
This shot by Rizzo almost found its way in there. I was caught unawares.
I'm wondering if the clock is having mechanical issues and it's not the actual clock operator that's having the problems.
I'd love to blame it on that. I think I'm going to blame it on that too. Nice snatch with the catching glove by Molly Rose Smith. So it looks like they made a slight adjustment here, Tony, and Claus joins Camarada and Rizzo. Phillips joins Otterbein and Bellin. Let's see. That little tweak works out. Here's Emily Phillips, headed to Lebanon Valley College. Trying to get through one, does get through one, gets through another, wanted to get it on the backhand and just exceeded her reach. Nocera keeps it in at the point. Working it around the end line. Phillips had it for a moment, lost it to England. Getting through the middle, England took a spill right there and came down hard. You could see the back of the helmet hit the ice, and that's what you fear. She's going to head over to the bench. Hopefully she's okay. Nocera looking for Sperling coming down the middle. Otterbein sends it back for Nocera. Back for Otterbein. Tees it up. Big blocker save. Rebound fired all the way out. Otterbein has it again. Lost it there. Sperling got in the way. Bellin kept it in. Bellin's going to keep giving chase. Keep staying in pursuit. Puck still in the offensive end there for the Sharks if they could keep it. But now good skating and some decent corner turning allows them to get the puck in the offensive zone, put a shot on goal, and Molly Rose Smith catches it. Jersey Sharks trailing 4-0, 8:43 left, which now became 8:42 and 8:40, and the clock is running. So, is it a 4-goal gap with?
It is. It's running. It's running clock with 4 goals.
Okay, so running clock with a 4-goal gap. Not what we expected, so they'll have to try to get one back if they can avoid. She's up on her own power and skating back to the bench. Looks like maybe holding the rib cage area.
I wonder if maybe she knocked the wind out of herself.
Yeah. The thing that you always hope for, especially as a parent watching the game, but even as a fan, is the head injuries are the things that really concern you first and foremost. And whenever the player goes down like that, you just a knee, an ankle, and an arm. I mean, those it hurts, but usually they're recoverable. The head injuries can take a toll, a bigger toll, greater toll, long-term toll. Cantor to Leonard, back to Cantor. Big save by Rose Smith. That might have been her best of the game.
That was a nice one.
Cantor was going for the 5-hole, and Rose Smith closed it out just in the nick of time. McSherry and Sperling exchange. We'll get it through traffic, and another 5:24 running clock with the 4-goal gap here at Beantown. Off the draw, Breakers win it. Nocera keeps it in at the point. Claus will go down and try to chase it. Camarada on the other side. Quakers break it in. Even if they go back and forth, it's in front. Nocera saw where it was, fired it into Camerata's stick. Rizzo and Camerata will break out. It's a 3-on-2 now as Claus joins them. Rizzo goes toward the middle, looking for something. Still something, goes down low for Claus. Didn't quite get it. Claus turns, spins, fires, and it goes wide. Camerata gets to it on the far side, but the 50-50 puck goes to England. This near side ref says no icing. The backside ref, who could see the whole thing, said yes icing. This near side guy is he's ready for lunch, or dinner, or brunch, whatever it is, or to go somewhere and watch the Yankees-Red Sox game, which is still, maybe he's going to Fenway. Maybe that's what it is, Tony. Clock will tick down, running clock now to, it will clear the 5-minute mark before they drop the puck. Otterbein, Bellin, and Phillips. Otterbein wins the draw, sends it around to the far side for Phillips, chips it forward. England trying to recover, does just in time to keep it in, but Kepler sends it out. Otterbein was trying to settle that one to get Bellin behind the D. Didn't quite work it out. Leonard leaves it for Harrington. Harrington's back out there, so I guess she's okay. Looking for the hat trick. Doesn't get it. Whistle stops play. Clock doesn't stop. This was harassed a little too much. That one, oh, Bellin almost had it. Went through the wickets. Leonard picks it up, trying to turn the corner, but Stranson doesn't want to let her. That one goes through the crease. Rose Smith wisely let it go. Phillips picks it up, sends it toward the middle. Otterbein and Bellin put the pressure on, but Harrington is able to turn the corner, get in, get down low, shot, and score. It's a hat trick for Harrington with about 3:22 left. 5-0 Bay State. So some of the crew here on the Sharks coming from long distances. A couple from Ohio, one from Pennsylvania. And I think the rest are from New Jersey. We might have a New York in there. I forget. Yeah, there's a New York, that's right. Storminger to the island. So now the plans and the discussions start to become, are we leaving tonight or are we leaving tomorrow morning? Fires it, I think it went wide. Sperling converges. Harrington, no, that's not Harrington, that's England. Trying to get through a couple. They close the middle. It goes for McSherry off the boards. They have a 2-on-1. Taylor is behind the D, but couldn't connect it. Sperling retreats, headed to Penn State. Jesse Sperling. She will play on the club team. There's Izzy Camerata. Headed to Delaware. Lisa Rizzo to Providence. Here Redmond to Bard, but will be a lacrosse player there. And Claus and DeStranson will go back to their club teams for another year. Rizzo high off the boards. Claus back to the Bandits, but we move to AAA this season, and DeStranson to the Columbus Blue Jackets. Rose Smith headed to Minnesota to try out for the club team over there. Storminger to Stony Brook on Long Island. She'll work to start the girls' club team there. And boy, there's no better way to try to start a club team than with a really good goalie.
No, I mean, you could build around a goalie.
Yeah. That might be the final whistle. There's 24 seconds left and running clock, and nobody is hustling to the face-off circle.
I think both teams are cool with just the end call on this one at this point.
Well, I think they'll go for one more. Off the draw, it goes to the point. Kept in 6 seconds. Harrington looking for a fourth. That's going to... But I think there was a lot more than hockey that was on the line for these girls, and certainly some existing friendships forged. But in, you know, we've had contact over the years, and you know, if you don't know, Tony Phillips is a great rink announcer. You want to hear? He's like my buddy Joe Martinez doing UFC games.
I am definitely not a play or a color guy, but I gave it a shot.
No, it was good.
Like I said, I'm used to being on the mic, just announcing the goals and the penalties. But it was a lot of fun, and it was fun to actually be on the same team as you guys for one time after all these years.
Pleasure to get to call her name and to watch our daughters play together after all this time was really something. You know, just a cherry on top of all of it. So, and I think they combined a couple of times to get on the score sheet. So I think that was pretty good. Even we're pretty much thinking that the youth careers are done here now, but I think there's always Beantown, and at their age group, I think they might have one more year to the collegiate levels of club and D3. And elsewhere, but you never know. So keep track, subscribe, hit the alert button, and if we surprise you ever with content or some kind of game, then you'll know about it. And for all those that have joined our hockey family over the years, it's been a pleasure and a privilege to bring these games to you no matter where you're from. If you're friend, foe, grandma, grandpa, brother, sister, sibling, aunt, daughter, anybody who's joined in to support girls hockey, that's really what the mission has been here. So if it's mission complete, then that's great. If not, keep looking for other stuff. In the meantime, that's going to do it from Concord, Massachusetts Valley Sports Arena, where the Jersey Sharks fall 5-0 to the Bay State Breakers. One more time for Tony Phillips, this is Joe Rizzo. Thanks for watching Jersey Sharks Girls Hockey on RizzoVision.